Have you noticed yourself withdrawing from others more often? You used to pick up every call, say yes to every plan, and answer the door without hesitation. But now, you hesitate, or even ignore it completely. You're not being rude. You're not broken. You're just changing. And it's okay. Here are reasons you start distancing yourself from others as you age, with real examples you might recognize in your own life. 1. You no longer tolerate drama. When you were younger, maybe you'd sit through long conversations filled with gossip or conflict just to fit in. Now, you simply don't have the patience. You see a familiar name pop up on your phone, someone who always complains or stirs the pot. So you let it ring. No guilt, no explanation, just silence. And you feel relief. Or maybe someone knocks at your door unannounced, and instead of rushing to answer, you stay where you are, calm, detached. You're not hiding. You're choosing peace. 2. You value quality over quantity. In the past, you might have had dozens of friends, group chats, events every weekend. Now, just a few meaningful conversations a month feel more fulfilling than all of that combined. You stop responding to every message in that large friend group chat. You let go of the pressure to always check in or stay connected. Instead, you spend an hour talking deeply with a childhood friend or just with yourself, and you feel whole, not alone. 3. Solitude becomes healing. There's a shift. Time alone no longer feels empty. It feels nourishing. You start choosing quiet mornings over brunch invites. You light a candle, make tea, and sit on your balcony or in your garden. No phone, no noise, just stillness. You realize you don't need people to feel alive. You just need presence. And in that stillness, you feel restored. 4. Emotional energy is finite. You begin to notice how certain interactions drain you more than they lift you. And suddenly, protecting your energy is more than a saying. It's a lifestyle. You decline an invitation even though you have nothing else to do. Why? Because you don't feel like it. And that's reason enough. You stop forcing conversations. Stop explaining your boundaries. You just quietly preserve your emotional space. And you feel empowered. 5. You've outgrown certain conversations. Not every conversation deserves your time anymore. You're at a social event, and the topic turns to shallow comparisons or endless complaints. Before, you might have smiled and played along. Now, you politely excuse yourself, or just stay quiet and observe. You crave authenticity, not noise. And when you're finally back in your car, driving home alone, you feel peacefully detached. 6. You're more in tune with yourself. As you mature, you start noticing subtle shifts in how you feel around different people. You spend time with someone who used to be in your inner circle, but now everything feels forced. Your body tenses. Your smile feels fake. So the next time they reach out, you create a little space. You don't lie. You just gently drift away, and you feel aligned, like you're finally honoring your emotional compass. 7. Peace feels better than attention. There was a time when being liked, invited, or praised felt important. Now, you'd rather be unknown and at peace than praised and drained. You stop posting as much on social media. You stop seeking validation for your decisions, your looks, or your lifestyle. You stop explaining your solitude and start embracing it. And surprisingly, you feel free. So if you're distancing yourself more often, skipping the calls, staying home, saying no, don't see it as a sign of decline. See it as a quiet evolution. You're shedding what's loud and returning to what's true. This is what peace feels like, and you've earned it. If this video spoke to you, you're not alone. Share it with someone who might need this gentle reminder. And always remember, your energy is sacred. Protect it, even in silence.